Good evening, everyone. You join me at the hour of 11 o'clock. And we're on one of our spooky walks. So I'll just let you hear Big Ben in the background there, just to set the tone. Hello, everyone. So we'll get hide behind your sofas. Hello, Atlanta. Spooky indeed. So we can hear the tones of Big Ben as we look at one of our gas lights of London. Hello. Right, I think that's nearly all 11 bells. So how is everyone? Hope you're all sitting comfortably. We're going to take you on a little walk, and I'm going to show you this is one of our little gaslit walks in London. And I'm going to show you the site of I'm going to tell you a little story of the Lady of the Lake. Good evening, everyone. Oh, that's good. I'll show you. This is St James, Park St James, and these are still gas lights. These are still the genuine gas lights. These are not electric. That's actually, you can see them a little bit better. They give off quite a sort of a brown hue. That adds to the atmosphere around here. So hopefully we should get some good pictures, and we'll have throw a little bit of royalty in with it as well. Don't worry, there is a man walking towards me. So now, if we just go down the side here. Is that any good? Right. Watch out for ghostly figures in the park. That's one word you could say for it, Dud. There are others that people would say. Just make out this little bridge here. And this is the Lake of St James. Now, if you were standing here in the evening of August the 1st, 1814, you would have seen a large pagoda on this bridge. Something like this. I'm just shine my light on there. Now this shined over the lake. This was built for the celebration of the defeat of the French army and the final defeat of Napoleon. They thought, anyway. And it was a 7-story high pagoda, and they filled it full of fireworks. But I just showed you those gas lights. Now the gas lights, unfortunately, they set fire to the pagoda. The pagoda collapsed, fell into the river, and all the fireworks were let off. Now the people standing on the bank, they thought it was part of the show, but 2 men died putting out the flames. Everybody's scared. So it's sometimes thought that the 2 men can still be heard crashing into the water, flapping at the ripples. So maybe they're still in there, still trying to put out the flames. So now I'm going to go onto the bridge itself and tell you about the lady. And this is the spooky bit. Normally during the week, there's just lots of people walking over here. And it's the park is full of tropical birds. I'm going to give you a little surprise here. The large building in the background there, that's Buckingham Palace. You just heard the bells of Big Ben. We can certainly show you a few little places. Now I want to tell you this. You can see the lake here. This used to be pretty much a marshy area. it's not a cold, it's a fairly decent evening. Okay, a headless woman is sometimes seen in this area. She rises slowly from the dark rippling waters and drifts slowly across the surface of the lake. Reaching dry land, she breaks into a frenzied run, her arms flailing wildly about her. Petrified onlookers stand rooted to the spot as the headless figure rushes towards the bushes and vanishes. In life, it is thought to have been the wife of a sergeant of the guard who had murdered her in the 1780s. Having hacked off her head, he buried it in a secret location before flinging her body into this lake. It was then little less than a marsh. Since that fateful day, her headless spectre searches in vain for its missing head. So, if we ever see any spooky ladies, are we running into the bushes? Yeah, so that's what we've got to look for, really. So I'm not going to stay here too long looking for headless corpses. But that is Buckingham Palace in the background there. And you can, yeah, there are a couple of people behind me. There are a few people on this bridge nonetheless. But I'll just take you through the back end there. I think she's still looking for it. And that's why she still roams the lake today. So yeah, this is a nice little gaslit walk here. And say there's about 1,200 of the gas lamps still around in London. And there's a few of these just on the lake here. So it's a little bit creepy. And you can just get the reflections off the lake there, and that's the Buckingham Palace in the background. So, with the London Eye behind me, it's a little bit spooky. I'm going to say, there's a swan has just sailed underneath the. As you can see, it has got its head on it, fortunately. So I thought we'd like that little tale of a headless woman. Now I'm going to go to another little location, and yes, we're fine. Don't worry. They're probably all drained anyway. I may just end up at the palace. I have to put in Halloween into the title. So that's all you do. If you want to do a cast and you want bats, just put it into your title like that. Yep. But you have to type it in before I start. So from the spooky gaslit St James's, I'm going to say goodnight for the time being, and I shall hopefully see you fairly shortly. Yes, I'm fine, Shifty, don't worry. Good night all.